I can't live without zero-calorie sodas, and the Houston Texans can't live without these players. Well, they can live without them, but it would be a big uh-oh if these players were missing, but it's a sliding scale, and we'll get to it. Presented by my friends at Platinum AC and Heating. Can't live without good AC in Houston, Texas. So if you got anything wrong with your air conditioner or you need a brand new one, Platinum AC and Heating is the way to go. Give my guy Dwayne a call today. So I've created what I've called the uh-oh meter, as in, uh-oh, that player's not available. How screwed are the Houston Texans? So it's a sliding scale, and some players are far more valuable than others, but I thought it'd be a good exercise, especially at the bottom, middle, and towards the top, to kind of figure out exactly who are the Houston Texans that on the field the Texans can't succeed without. So here's what the uh-oh meter looks like. And this is the uh-oh meter that we will go through. 7 players in various stages. And if they're a little bit closer to the green side, you can survive a little bit if that player is not available. Over on the orangish, reddish side, you're in big trouble. And in fact, it might change from the uh-oh meter to something else. So let's get started with Danielle Hunter. Look, Danielle Hunter is excellent. Danielle Hunter was the sacks leader for the Houston Texans last year. He played all the games. He was one of the NFL's best in quarterback pressure. He created turnovers off of some of his pressures at a very high level. He was excellent last year. It's just that Danielle Hunter is not quite his cohort on the other side of the defensive line. And while he affected the passing game a ton, I don't know that Danielle Hunter has as much that he can bring to the table in the rushing attack defense. So for that, Danielle Hunter, if he was out, you'd miss him. There's also solid backups. So Derek Barnett was pretty darn good last year in limited snaps. They've added Darrell Taylor in the offseason. And if Danielle Hunter was out, you still have Will Anderson over there on the opposite side. So while Danielle Hunter would be a big miss for this Houston Texans team, man, you could live a little bit. You'd say, uh-oh, but it's not a big uh-oh. It's like a knocked over a glass of water, uh-oh. It's not quite knocked over a glass of wine on a white couch, which could be something we compare one of the players to a little bit later. Who's next? Will Anderson. It's a little bit tougher to live without Will Anderson because he affects the rushing attack of the opponent more than Danielle Hunter does. Now, if you didn't have Will Anderson, you still have Danielle Hunter from a pass rush standpoint, but when you think about what Will Anderson brings to the table, I believe he's better than Danielle Hunter. I believe he affects more than Danielle Hunter does. He requires more attention from the opposing team, and he's more disruptive overall than Danielle Hunter, so it's a little bit tougher to deal with his absence versus Hunter's. Now, you got decent backups, but nobody's replicating what those two guys bring to the table. You just got a few more options from a backup standpoint, and if Danielle Hunter's knocking over a glass of water, Will Anderson's knocking over a zero-calorie soda onto your shirt. You know, it's an uh-oh, but you can still go about your day. Who's next on the uh-oh meter? Hey, how about Kamari Lassiter? Second-year player, excellent as a rookie last year. You saw it last year when you didn't have Kamari Lassiter, how important he was to the defense. Remember when D'Angelo Ross played in the Green Bay Packers game and Jordan Love had a perfect passer rating when he targeted D'Angelo Ross? If you don't remember, I just reminded you, and I won't forget that ever. Kamari Lassiter is very important to this defense. He was excellent last year. He was one of the best cornerbacks in all of football in creating challenges for opposing players when they tried to catch the ball when he was the nearest defender. It was impressive to watch last year. I have high expectations for him this year. And the reason he is ahead of these pass rushers is because harder to replace him. Who's cornerback 3 or the outside backup cornerback on this Texans team? Your guess, as good as mine. It could be Damon Arnett, who hasn't played in the NFL in a few years. Could be Jalen Smith, who's a rookie and never played in the NFL. Could be D'Angelo Ross. We just talked about D'Angelo Ross. So it's tough to not have Kamari Lassiter out there because it creates a big hole in your defense that nobody is really ready to fill in. A moment here for my friends at Platinum AC and Heating. You'll never find yourself on the uh-oh meter if you got Platinum AC and Heating's number handy for any of your air conditioner needs. From repairs, if it can get fixed, Dwayne and his crew will fix it. To replacements, like what I had to do, whole brand new system, and it works great. It blows colder than I ever could have imagined. To simple preventative maintenance that saves you money because your AC runs better after you get the preventative maintenance, the simple maintenance done. Man, Platinum AC and Heating does it all. They do it the best. 5-star rated by the Better Business Bureau. 5-star rated by the Cody Stoots Bureau. You're going to love it. Save the number. When you need an AC guy, you need the AC guy, and that's Dwayne at Platinum AC and Heating. So when you have an AC, you got Dwayne at Platinum AC and Heating. And the same argument that I would have for Kamari Lassiter is the same one that applies to Derek Stingley. And he's ahead of Kamari Lassiter. And while they're not as big of a gap as you see with Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson, it'd be really bad if either one of these cornerbacks was missing because there's nothing that you can trust behind them. Obviously, it's worse if the all-pro, one of the best cornerbacks in football, Derek Stingley, is not on the field and Kamari Lassiter is. You'd rather have Lassiter miss than Derek Stingley. You'd rather have neither one of them miss. And, well, maybe that third cornerback spot gets settled to the point where DeMeco Ryans is comfortable giving those cornerbacks a rest. But in a perfect world, I'm sure he doesn't want them coming off the field anytime soon. Now, notice these have all been defenders. And maybe last year on the uh-oh meter, we would have had an offensive lineman or two, maybe another offensive player. But there will be no more defensive players on the uh-oh meter because going forward, it's only offensive players and they're grouped closely together. It is a tenuous situation with this Texans offense. Not only is the offensive line a big question mark, the tight end room is a bit of a question mark, but they're not super loaded on talent. That's why these offensive players are so high on the uh-oh meter. Joe Mixon is very high on the uh-oh meter. I probably could have put him a little bit further towards the end of the uh-oh meter just because I don't believe yet in Nick Chubb as a backup should Joe Mixon miss time. And Dare Ogunbowale and Woody Marks and Dameon Pierce, they can't fill in for Joe Mixon. So it's pretty tough to see how you'd feel super confident if you didn't have Joe Mixon in the equation here for the Houston Texans. It would be a scary situation to not have Joe Mixon. I'm not sure this team could consistently run the football if they didn't have Joe Mixon in the game. That's why he is where he is on the uh-oh meter. Okay? It's tough without Joe Mixon. Now, maybe Nick Chubb is 70%, 75% of what he was before his injury, and you can rely on him if you don't have Joe Mixon. But until we see it, I got to be worried about life if Joe Mixon is not available, and that'd be a big uh-oh. That'd be dropping your spaghetti all over the kitchen counter. Uh-oh. Okay? I think my uh-ohs are getting progressively worse. If not, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Slightly ahead. It's very slight. Slightly ahead is Nico Collins. Now, why is Nico Collins ahead when he's got better backups than Joe Mixon? Well, because the NFL is a passing league. And Nico Collins can take over a game. And inevitably, if you can't run the football, but you can pass the ball well enough, you should be able to win, score points, and succeed in the NFL. So that's why I put Nico Collins ahead. I like Jaden Higgins. He hadn't played any snaps in the NFL. I like Jalen Noel. He hadn't played any snaps in the NFL. I like Justin Watson as a depth piece, but he's never been called upon as a key receiver and had a large amount of success. I like Christian Kirk, but he's got an injury history. So there's depth behind Nico Collins, but if you don't have the dynamic supernova that Nico Collins can be, that passing attack ceiling gets a little bit lower, the floor gets a little bit lower, and it's harder to win football games if you can't throw the football effectively. And while you could run really well, if you're down big, you need Nico. If it's a close game, you're going to need Nico. And if it's a big advantage Texans on the scoreboard, you probably use Nico to get there. Now, this is pretty apparent who is at the top of the uh-oh meter. It's Nico Collins because the meter now changes. The meter is no longer the uh-oh meter because if this player is not available, it's a totally different meter. It's the oh crap meter. If CJ Stroud can't play, oh, crap. I don't know what the Texans are going to do. We just talked about it. It's an offensive-driven league. You got to score points to win games. The Texans were not efficient on offense. They were not good on offense last year. They can't be efficient and good without CJ Stroud. Could Davis Mills cobble together 2 victories if Stroud missed 4 games? Yeah, I suppose he could, but nobody wants to see that. And ultimately, almost every team in the NFL is going to have their quarterback all the way at this part, and it's going to be the oh crap meter if they don't have their quarterback. That's how important CJ Stroud is to the Houston Texans. That's how important the quarterback is to the way that the NFL operates. In fact, if you wanted to say, Cody, it's unfair to put the quarterback on here because every team's screwed if they don't have their quarterback, I would listen to you. And every team is significantly worse if they put their backup in versus their starter. I get it. I understand it, but it would be a foolhardy exercise to put CJ Stroud on the uh-oh meter when he's on the oh crap meter all by himself. So this is my ranking. Can live with Danielle Hunter being gone because you have Will Anderson. Tougher to live without Will. You can live with Kamari because you have Derek Stingley. Tough to live without Derek Stingley. Don't know if you can run the football without Joe Mixon. Can't pass the ball as well in a passing league without Nico Collins. And you're screwed if you don't have CJ Stroud. So that's the uh-oh meter to the oh crap meter. The oh crap meter is you forgot to put your car in park when you got out of it and you live on a slanted driveway and it's rolled into the neighbor's yard and through their yard into their house. And that's just oh crap. And you're probably saying a lot more nasty words than that. You're probably calling your insurance agent saying, oh, gosh, what's happened? Yeah, this happened. Here, let me take some pictures. Sorry. This file the claim. Let's go. That'd be way more than oh crap. But that's kind of how I feel. CJ Stroud not being available for the Texans is like your car rolling into your neighbor's house. Not good. Can't live with it. Did you like the list? Did you like where I put them on the graph? Should there be a little bit of an adjustment? Could you make an argument for this player being closer to that player? Let me know in the comment section down below. On your way down there, thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to visit my friends at Platinum AC and Heating. Dwayne's the best in the business when it comes to air conditioning, from repairs to replacements to simple preventative maintenance. Dwayne in Platinum AC and Heating are the best in the business. Appreciate you watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I can't wait till we talk Texans again soon.